Okay, here we go. The final exam study guide. So, see the next page for all the problems, and please do the work. At the end of this study guide, ask yourself the 3 questions below. If the answer is no to all 3, then the bottom line is you need to increase your work ethic because geometry ain't easy. So, first question, did you master all these problems before taking the test? Yes or no? Second question, did you call a friend to study or ask for help once you were stuck? And then lastly, did you email Mr. Fisher with questions or watch his video walkthrough? Yes or no? So those are the things you need to do. Master these problems. Call a friend if you're stuck. Email me if you're stuck, or watch this video. So, all right, here we go. First question. Can't believe the year is over. All right, angle BAC. BAC, that's this one right here. Plus angle ACB, that's this one right here, must add up to how many degrees? Now, I'm not going to give you all the answers, but I will tell you, like, the concept you need. So the concept is the triangle sum theorem. And that states that all 3 angles in any triangle will add up to 180 degrees. So that should give you the info you need. This is 90, remember. So what is this plus this? Pretty easy. Okay, number 2. Find the measure of the missing angle in the triangle below. So we're talking about this one right here. All right, so what we need here is first identify the sides. So the 13 is the hypo, longest side. From this question mark, this angle, this is opposite. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go sin of question mark equals 4 over 13. To find the angle measure, you will go question mark equals sin -1 of 4 over 13. Why do I use sin? Because of so, ka, toa. The O and the H is so. And then you got to use arc sign or inverse sign of whatever this decimal is to figure out what the angle is. Okay, number 3, use triangle ABC to solve the following question. Okay, there's A, B, C. Find opposite over adjacent from the perspective of angle B. So if you want to shade it in, it's not a bad idea. So opposite and adjacent. And this is hypo. So you got to find opposite over adjacent. All right. Number 4, prove that the numbers 9, 12, and 15 make up a Pythagorean triple. So it is a Pythagorean triple if a squared plus b squared equals c squared. This is going to be c, this will be a and b, so you just have to run it. Does 9 squared plus 12 squared equals 15 squared? If it does, then it's a Pythagorean triple. I'm intentionally not giving you the answers, by the way. Okay, number 5. Consider right triangle XYZ shown below. Okay. Find all trig ratios that are equivalent to 5 over 13. This is kind of tough. So let's look at angle Z. So angle Z, 5 is opposite. Hypo is 13, right? So you could do sin of Z, right? Now let's look at angle X. Hypo stays 13, but 5 is now adjacent. So let's see, cosine of X adjacent over hypotenuse. So you need to know about so, ka, toa. Now let's see about tangent. Tangent only involves opposite adjacent, so none of the hypos will apply. Let's see, I think that's it. All right, 6. A 10-foot tall ladder, okay? So this is our ladder, it's 10 feet tall. It's placed against a wall, okay? So there's the wall, there's the ladder, 10 feet. So this is the wall, and this is the ladder. Just get used to drawing. So that the top of the ladder is 9 feet above the ground. The top of the ladder right there is 9 feet above the ground. How far is the base of the ladder from the base of the wall along the ground? Base of the ladder from the base of the wall. So a wall is going to have a 90-degree angle. So you just have to run Pythagorean to find this right here, which is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, number 7. A bird watcher stands 38 meters away from the base of a tree. Okay, so here's our tree. Okay, so here's your tree. A bird watcher, so this is some human over here. Pointing up at it. Okay, 38 meters away. 38 meters, all right. Looks up at a blue jay. So say this blue jay is right here. I'm not gonna try to draw a blue jay. With an angle of elevation of 29 degrees. All right, what is the height of the blue jay above the ground? Okay, so you got to figure out this right here using this angle right here and this length. So what you could do is like shade in this 29, label the sides, so the blue jay is up here, imagine like top of the tree. That's going to be opposite, and then 38 is going to be adjacent. So what you need to do on this is run tangent of 29 degrees equals the height of the blue jay divided by 38. So that's how you get number 7. Okay, number 8. Consider this right triangle. What is the measure of angle B to the nearest degree? So let's label the 12. 12 is opposite. 4 is adjacent. So you know automatically that tangent of B equals opposite over adjacent. So then you could say tan B equals 12 over 4. Which equals 3. So if tan B equals 3, to find angle B, you do tan negative 1 of the number 3. That'll give you your answer for angle B. All right. Here we go. We are flying, which is great. Okay, number 9. Consider the circular cone below. What cross-section will we get if we slice the solid horizontally as shown? So if this thing runs through, what cross-section are you gonna get? That one's pretty easy. 10, a cylinder has a volume. So we got a cylinder. And the volume equals 60 cubic units. It's then dilated by a scale factor of 2. Okay. So what you need to know here is volume times your scale factor to the third power equals your new volume. So you just start plugging in numbers. So 60 times 2 cubed. That'll give you your new volume. Okay, find the area of this parallelogram. Okay, so we need all the triangles, which isn't that hard. Okay, so this one. So you know that this is a right angle, so 5 squared plus whatever this is will equal 6 squared. So 25 plus something squared will equal 36. Something squared will equal 36 minus 25, which is 11. So question mark equals square root of 11. That's one that you need a calculator for. So this is square root of 11. Okay. That means this is 7 minus the square root of 11. So not a big deal. To get the area of this one, you'll say area equals 1/2 base times height. So 1/2 square root of 11 times your height, which is 5. So you'll get 1/2 times 5 is 5/2 times square root of 11. Now let's look at this one. Let's just call this A prime. A prime will still equal 1/2 the base times the height. So you have the base, you have the height. So 1/2 7 minus square root of 11 times 5. That'll give you the answer for A prime. And then this one's kind of tricky. We are going to go like this. You're going to draw an altitude, create a right triangle. Let me see here. How do you do this? 7, 7, 7. Oh, yeah. So you're going to be able to get this right here by running Pythagorean. So Pythagorean is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. We know that this question mark will equal, well, you'll go 5 squared plus 7 minus square root 11 squared equals question mark squared. That's how you get this one. I'm gonna let you figure that out later. All right, 12. Find the area of this triangle. Assume all measurements are in centimeters. Okay, so area equals 1/2 the base times the height. So the base is 8, and the height is 4.33. Pretty simple stuff. I want to come back to this. This is a fun problem. Okay, maybe I will at the end. Okay, there's that one. Okay, number 13, find the volume of this solid. Assume all measurements are in feet. So volume of a cylinder, that's what this is pi r squared times height. So volume will equal pi, your radius is 5, square it times 8. That's how you'll figure that out. 14, the volume of the average cylindrical soda can. All right, so you got a soda can. We're gonna try to draw one real quick. All right, we'll just call it Coca-Cola. Let's do 0 sugar. That's what I've been giving out all day, or all year. Okay, so volume of the average cylindrical soda can is 21.7 cubic inches. The height is approximately 4.8. What is the radius of the can? So we got to figure this out. Now, volume of a cylinder, just like before, is pi r squared times height, right? Volume is 21.7. You'll say pi times r squared times your height, which is 4.8. And then from there, you'll just simplify. Divide by 4.8, divide by 4.8. These cancel. You'll end up getting pi r squared equals whatever this is. Is it 5? I don't know. No, it's not. But pi r squared equals 21.7 divided by 4.8. And you'll divide by pi again. Whatever this is, divided by pi. And then you'll take the square root of that to find r. Okay, 15. Find the volume of this rectangular pyramid. Okay, so a rectangular pyramid, a square is a rectangle. So don't be confused. 8 and 8. And you're like, that's a square pyramid. No, because a square is a rectangle. So they give you the height and they give you the base. So for this, you gotta get the volume, which is base height divided by 3. Your base is 8 times 8. So 64 times your height, which is 9, divided by 3. That's how you get that. All right, look at the two solids below. Find the height and volume of each to identify if this is right or oblique. So this is right. This is oblique. The height here is 10. H equals 10. Over here, the height equals 7. And then you gotta get the volume. So volume for cylinders, pi r squared times the height. For this one, it'll be pi times 3 squared times 7. For this one, it'll be pi times 3 squared times 10. And that's how you'll get the volume. Okie doke. We're flying, but that's fun. 17. What is the distance from the point -3, 4, right here, to 3, -5? Okay, so if you drew this line, use a ruler, don't be like me. And you drew this line, and you drew this line, you would have yourself a right triangle. Then you would calculate the legs. So for this one, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For this one, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you just run Pythagorean. So Pythagorean would be 6 squared plus 9 squared equals c squared. And that's how you would figure out the length of this. Pretty easy stuff. Okay, identify the transformation function for the transformation below. You can already tell this is just like a translation, but it goes, let's look at a to a prime. So that is x plus 4 and y minus 1. So you're going to have to say xy to x, let's just give it to you on this one, plus 4, y minus 1. Pretty easy. Okay, what's the equation of this circle? So the center is 0, 2. The radius is 1, 2, 3, 4. So if the radius is 4, you just set up your x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So it'll just be x minus 0 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 4 squared. And then just simplify that, and then you're good. All right, transformation function xy to 2x 2y is an example of which transformation. That's pretty easy. Since they're both multiplied by the same coefficient of 2, you have to choose between dilation, rotation, reflection, translation. Just try it if you need to, like set up a set of axes. There's the x and y. You could draw like a rectangle or something. Identify the coordinates of A, B, C, and D. And then if it's double, you're going to be like here, B prime. A is going to be like right over here, A prime. C is going to be like over here, C prime. And D will be like right here, D prime. So which one is this? What does that look like to you? Pretty simple stuff. Okay. 21. Line F is described by the equation y minus 2 equals 3/2 x plus 10. What is the slope of a line parallel to F? Well, easy. There's your slope. And then you need to know that parallel lines have the same slope. Easy. So if that one is 3/2 and you need a parallel line, it's got to have the same slope. So what's the new slope going to be? All right. Use the graph below to answer the following question. Write at least 2 equations of the line and make sure one is point slope form and another in slope intercept. So point slope is y minus k equals m times x minus h. Slope intercept is y equals mx plus b. So you got to find, well, let's knock out y equals mx plus b. So let's look at let's go from this point to this point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the positive direction, -1, -2 in the negative. So rise over run. The rise again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The run is -2. So that'll simplify to 3 over 1 or -3. So your slope's going to be -3 on each of these. For this one, you'll say y equals -3x, and then you just got to figure out what the y-intercept is, which is 5. So I'll give you that one. And then for this one, the slope stays the same, -3. You just got to pick a point. So there's a point, 2, -1. And then you just plug it into this. And make sure you get this slope. All right, 23. Line F is described by the equation y plus 30 equals 2/3 x minus 12. Find an equation of the line that would be perpendicular to line J that goes through the point 4, -4. So you're going to want point slope form. So point slope form is y minus k equals m x minus h. Now perpendicular lines have opposite reciprocal slopes. So this slope is 2 over 3. So the new one is going to be -3 over 2. And you have a point they give you. Point is 4, -4. So the answer on this one is going to be y plus 4 equals -3 over 2. X minus 4. All right. What is the definition of a quadrilateral? Well, quadrilateral is a figure or polygon with blank sides. Quad should be a big hint. Okay, look through Unit 7 if you want to have a chance to score some extra credit. You'll have to learn on your own because we ran out of time. All good. Just if you want to go for some extra credit, look through Unit 7. Try to teach yourself. All right, 26 and 27. Here we go. Use the following scenario and picture to help you answer the questions. There are 2 paths that a person can use to go from Carla's house to Yahir's house. One way is to take Main Street. Main Street, just direct, point to point. The other way requires you to walk on Park Street and First Street. Okay. Park Street is 1.5 miles and First Street is 2.2 miles. What is the distance between Carla and Yahir's houses on Main Street? I'm guessing K stands for Carla, but that is so easy. You just do Pythagorean. So you'll run 2.2 squared plus 1.5 squared equals c squared. Easy. What is the measure of the angle made by First Street and Main Street, which is labeled as angle K? All right, so we got to figure out this angle. So Park Street is opposite. First Street is adjacent. So you go TOA. There's the O, there's the A, so you can use tangent. So tangent of K will equal opposite over adjacent, which equals 1.5 over 2.2. So you're going to get an answer here. So to find K, so angle K, you'll say tan -1 of whatever 1.5 over 2.2 is, and that will give you the angle. For questions 28 and 29, study the 3-dimensional solid below. What is the name of this solid? Well, you got bases, which are triangles, And then look at all these. This was one of the 6 on my slides. This is a triangular, what? Starts with a P, I'll give you that. What's the volume of the solid? So you gotta get base times height. That'll equal your volume. That'll give you a hint as to what this word is. So the base is a triangle. The height is 3. This is 5 and 5, meaning that this and this are the same. We got right triangles, so this is a Pythagorean theorem problem. So 3, 4, 5, Pythagorean triple, meaning your base equals 4 plus 4, which equals 8. Your height is 3. Okay. So your area of one of these triangles is the area of the base is 1/2 8 times 3. I'll give you the area of this. Then your height, so this is the base, this equals B, right? Area of the base. The height is 10. So once you get this answer, you got to go base times height. So it'll be, so volume will equal 1/2 8 times 3, and then make sure you multiply that all by the height, which is 10. Whew. Not a big deal. Okay, 3 more. What is the perimeter of trapezoid TUVW, TUVW, shown below? Okay. We got to get the length of this, which is easy. You just calculate this, which is 4, and this is 3. That means that's 5. Oh, easy. This is 4. This is 3, so that's 5. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. So perimeter is you add up all the sides. So what is 3 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5? Okay, 31, extra credit. In the figure below, the radius of a circle is 3 centimeters. What is the length of the arc bounded by central angle POQ? So this is the arc bounded by POQ. All right. Now, length for arc, the whole circle is 2 pi r, right? So what's our radius? 3, right? So 2 pi times 3. So you're going to get 6 pi is the whole circle's circumference, right? Now, so 6 pi, that's the entire circle's circumference, or in other words, length. Now, this angle right here is known as pi over 3. Now, I didn't teach you this stuff because we didn't have time, but 180 degrees is considered pi in the unit circle. If this is pi over 3, that means that pi over 3 equals 60 degrees. 60 degrees is 1/6 of 360 degrees, the whole circle. So therefore, what is 1/6 of the entire circle's circumference? All right. 32. Triangle ABC is shown below. Line BC is tangent to the circle at point B, meaning that this is a 90-degree angle. If the measure of central angle A is 35, so you got 90 plus 35 plus angle C, what will the measure of this angle be, angle C? Well, you know it's going to all end up equaling 180 because of the triangle sum theorem. Therefore, you could figure that out. 90 plus 35 plus C equals 180. What does C equal? All right, that is your study guide. That was 30 minutes. If I would have filled out the answers, it probably would have been 45. You're gonna have 100 minutes in class for this final. Hopefully that helped you. And then just go back to the questions on the front. Did you master all these before taking the test? Did you call a friend or study once you were stuck? Did you email me or watch this video walkthrough? Now, I purposely didn't give you the answers. You have to take my advice or my methods of solving these to then get the final answers. I'm not just going to give you the final answers. That's on you. But use my methods of solving these to then get the final answers. And good luck on your final. All right, see ya.